Japan's Sengoku period, often called the Warring States era, was a century of turmoil and ambition. Warlords clashed, alliances shifted, and ordinary people endured chaos. Yet among them, three names stand above the rest: Oda Nobunaga, Uesugi Kenshin, and Sanada Yukimura. In this video, we begin with the story of Oda Nobunaga, the man who reshaped Japan.
Oda Nobunaga is remembered as both a ruthless tyrant and a visionary leader. His innovations in warfare and economy laid the foundation for Japan's unification. Even today, his story remains one of the most dramatic and influential in Japanese history.
As Nobunaga's power grew in the west, another legend was rising in the snowy mountains of Echigo, a man who fought not for conquest, but for honor and justice. They called him the Dragon of Echigo, Uesugi Kenshin.
Born in 1530 as Nagawa Kagetora, Kenshin was a child of conflict. From a young age, he displayed both intelligence and spiritual devotion, often meditating in temples. At just 19, he took command of Echigo province and soon earned a reputation as a fearless and disciplined leader.
Kenshin's nickname, the Dragon of Echigo, came from his unmatched bravery and strategy. Unlike other warlords who fought for territory, Kenshin saw himself as a protector of justice, a warrior guided by divine will. He carried a deep respect for Bishamonten, the god of war, and was believed to be his earthly incarnation.
Kenshin's most famous rivalry was with Takeda Shingen, the Tiger of Kai. Their armies clashed 5 times at Kawanakajima, in battles that became legends. In one famous encounter, Kenshin personally rode into Shingen's camp and attacked him face to face, while Shingen blocked with his war fan, a duel between two giants of the Sengoku era.
Even in war, Kenshin held a code of honor rare among warlords. When Shingen's territory was cut off from salt supplies, Kenshin sent salt to his enemy, declaring, "Wars should be decided with swords and spears, not by depriving people of their daily needs." His act of mercy echoed across Japan.
Kenshin ruled Echigo with fairness and humility. He often prayed before battle, seeking divine approval rather than personal glory. Under his leadership, Echigo prospered. Its people admired him not just as a warlord, but as a guardian of virtue.
Kenshin's strategies were admired even by his rivals. He mastered the art of sudden attack, using terrain and weather to his advantage. His army, disciplined and loyal, could move swiftly through mountains and snow, earning him respect as a master tactician. In 1578, as he prepared to march once again, Kenshin suddenly fell ill and died. Some say he succumbed to illness, others whisper he was assassinated. Even his death became shrouded in mystery, fitting for a man whose life seemed touched by the divine. Uesugi Kenshin remains one of Japan's most admired samurai, a man who fought for principle, not power. His rival, Shingen, once said, "Though we fought many times, I respect Kenshin's heart more than any victory." Centuries later, his banner, bearing the symbol of Bishamonten, still represents honor and righteousness. Oda Nobunaga was born in 1534 in Owari province. As a boy, he was eccentric and unpredictable, earning the nickname the Fool of Owari. Yet behind this image was a brilliant mind and unshakable ambition. Later, he would be called the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, both feared and admired. As the Dragon of Echigo faded into legend, another warrior prepared to rise, a man whose courage would shake even the most powerful clans. His name was Sanada Yukimura,
the Crimson Hero of the final battle.
As the dragon of Echigo faded into legend, a new warrior rose in the age of turmoil. A man who defied the impossible, standing against overwhelming odds. His name became a symbol of loyalty and courage, Sanada Yukimura.
Born in 1567, Yukimura was the second son of the brilliant strategist Sanada Masayuki. Trained in warfare and politics, he learned the art of survival during Japan's most dangerous era, the final years of the Sengoku period.
Yukimura became famous for his striking red armor, a symbol of unyielding spirit. His troops, known as the Red Brigade, followed him into hopeless battles with unwavering loyalty. To many, he was the embodiment of the true samurai spirit.
In 1614, Tokugawa Ieyasu sought to destroy the Toyotomi clan, the last remnant of the old order. Yukimura, loyal to the Toyotomi, joined the defense of Osaka Castle. With only a few thousand men, he prepared to face an army 10 times larger.
During the winter campaign, Yukimura's tactical genius shone. He ordered the construction of the Sanada Maru, a crescent-shaped fortress that repelled Tokugawa's forces. Even Ieyasu himself reportedly said, "That man is worth 10,000 soldiers."
A year later, the final battle began, the summer campaign of Osaka. Yukimura led a desperate counterattack, breaking through enemy lines and nearly reaching Ieyasu's position. The Tokugawa army, for a moment, wavered in fear.
As the battle turned, Yukimura fought to the very end. Wounded and surrounded, he is said to have declared, "My life is over, but my name shall live on." Moments later, the Crimson Hero fell, a warrior's death that echoed through history. Even in defeat, Yukimura's legend grew. Stories spread of his courage, his tactical brilliance, and his loyalty to the end. His red armor became a timeless symbol of resistance, honor, and unbreakable will. Centuries later, Sanada Yukimura is remembered as Japan's greatest warrior. From novels and dramas to modern games, his spirit continues to inspire. To the Japanese people, he is more than a samurai. He is the embodiment of bravery.
In 1560, Nobunaga faced a massive army led by Imagawa Yoshimoto, outnumbered more than 10 to 1. Using clever tactics and the cover of a sudden thunderstorm, Nobunaga launched a daring surprise attack at Okayahazama. His small force overwhelmed the enemy, and Yoshimoto was slain. Against all odds, Nobunaga achieved a legendary victory. Miyamoto Musashi, Uesugi Kenshin, and Sanada Yukimura, 3 warriors whose courage and honor shaped the soul of Japan. Their stories remind us that true strength lies not in victory, but in the spirit that never yields.
3 legends, bound not by blood, but by spirit. Oda Nobunaga, who lit the fire of ambition. Uesugi Kenshin, who fought for honor and faith. Sanada Yukimura, who faced fate with unyielding courage. Their battles have long ended, yet their legacy endures, carried on by the wind and remembered by the soul of Japan. Nobunaga was quick to adopt new technologies. At the Battle of Nagashino in 1575, he arranged lines of arquebusiers behind wooden barricades, firing in rotation. This strategy devastated the Takeda cavalry and marked the dawn of firearm warfare in Japan.
Beyond the battlefield, Nobunaga reshaped society. He abolished old tolls and encouraged free markets, known as rakuichi, rakuza. Merchants and farmers prospered, and Azuchi Castletown became a thriving hub of trade and culture. Nobunaga's vision reached far beyond war.
Nobunaga crushed rivals such as the Azai and Asakura clans, and even weakened the mighty Takeda. With Tokugawa Ieyasu as his ally, his vision of Tenkafubu, rule the realm by force, moved closer to reality. Yet his ruthless methods made him enemies across Japan.
To display his growing power, Nobunaga built Azuchi Castle on Lake Biwa. Unlike older fortresses, Azuchi was both a stronghold and a symbol of culture and authority. Its golden halls impressed both allies and foreign visitors, a beacon of Nobunaga's ambition.
By the late 1570s, Nobunaga controlled much of central Japan. He welcomed foreign traders and missionaries seeking to modernize his realm. Yet, his relentless ambition alienated rivals and Buddhist sects, planting the seeds of betrayal.
In 1582, Nobunaga's story ended in flames. While staying at Honnoji Temple in Kyoto, he was betrayed by Akechi Mitsuhide. Surrounded, Nobunaga fought fiercely before setting the temple ablaze, choosing death over capture. His fall stunned Japan,